It is September 18th, 2020. It's 9 p.m. in the evening here at 6974 Appian Drive in San Diego, California, 92139. We're here, you can see outside the unit. Have two 3-inch ABS cleanouts here. The main sewer had backed up several weeks ago, and the same symptoms happened and flooded into the house. There's a floor drain by the laundry, and when the main backs up, that floor drain is going to back up. Okay, we can see tons of debris right there. So we can see what appears to be possibly roots in the line, and we have a lot of buildup right there, whatever that is exactly. So before we push our camera through there, that's about 7 feet in, and so that's probably right at the foundation wall itself, basically. We're going to go ahead and pull the camera out for a second here. Including the vertical run here, as we come out, that 7 feet is definitely probably just under the bushes right here before you get to this window, which I think that's a bedroom window. The other side of the property, and this heads away. So we're going to go down the clean out that goes away from the unit. There's no water running. I don't know if that's from the neighbor's unit or this one itself. But here's a turn on the line, and here's a T-junction, a drop. So it looks like that just barely 11 feet away from this clean out that heads away from the property. It looks like it dumps into the 4-inch line, which is then a shared pipe, probably by the rest of the property. Let me look and see here. We've got T-junction right here. Let's see if this is making a vertical turn. There we go. We're actually going hanging down vertically. So that was actually a 90 for the T-junction. So it was actually another clean out, which is probably not brought to surface. So we're actually hanging down almost at a 90-degree angle. They're headed straight down. There you go. There's the larger pipe right there for the HOA. So you can see the water running through the system. That's the echo we could actually hear on the system just 17 feet away from the clean out that leads away from the unit. And you can see all the water dumping into the system there. So now I'm going to back up on this line right here. Just quickly, nothing wrong with the piping away from the unit. Larger HOA line with a 3-inch pipe, smaller line here that's just for this unit only. It's not shared by the unit that shares a common wall. You can see we have all this debris right here in the line. Push our camera through right there. You can see it's all backed up. So we finally pushed through. We're a little over 11 feet away. We're about 4 feet away from that blockage. And you can see that now it's all underwater, and now everything is just backed up. So keep pushing in. We're eventually going to come to the bathroom, another T-junctions, but if the water's completely backed up, we're not even going to see those T-junctions. Okay, here we're at a 90-degree turn. We're actually pointed up. We're actually heading across. We made a turn on the line, and we're not seeing much because, again, we're 40 feet in, so it's just all backed up. So let's go ahead and pull back here. Pausing for a second here while we go ahead and pull out our reel. Wipe it off. Back here, we're moving through the tough stoppage right there. There it is. You can see now we've got some paper and debris kind of coming away, so our camera alone has partially cleared the line. We can actually kind of get it to push and pull through that. There we go. You can actually hear the water draining. Pulled out some debris right here with our camera itself. The water draining by. Looks like those are some little chopped up roots right there with some debris on it. So I'll put our camera back down. All the water is draining out, so you can see it's all flooding by right now. So now we'll get a little bit clearer view when this all drains by. You can see if there is just roots left or any other foreign debris. So as we come forward here, here's our roots intruding in the line. So we've got what's called a chain knocker system with us, so we'll go ahead and put that in here and rip out all these pipes, these roots, in the pipe. So right, again, at about 7.5 feet from our entry point here. So we pull our camera back out. We're actually about a foot on our counter right here. So we're going to go back down the line right here. So here's where we're jumping back into the line. We're going to zero out our distance counter to get us at 0. And now we'll go ahead and run across here. We'll see. We're backing up into it. So we're 3.5 feet in across. So that's definitely just underneath the bushes that are right here outside the window. Move our camera right here. We're going to pause for a second and go get our chain knocker cleaning system to rip these roots out. Okay, so we're pushing our cabling system. There you go. You can see this is a 3/8, what's called a chain knocker system. There are 3 separate chains with carbide tips on the end going through this push cable here. And we will go ahead and attach our power unit to this cabling system. This will spin those chains outward and creating a perfect circle, which will then rip everything out from wall to wall edge 360 degrees. You can see that it's completely flushed back towards the camera. Locked our lens up, so we're going to pull the camera back out here. Wipe off the lens from centrifugal force of that debris being thrown against the lens, because we set it kind of close so we can see what we're doing. So we can see they're mostly tore up. So we're now going to go ahead and pause. We're going to get a bunch of water running through the system, clean it one more time, and then we'll put the camera back in once we look at how well it cleaned up. And then we can go ahead and make a determination of the cost to dig up and repair the line here. Okay, so we just shut the water off, cleaned everything up, cleaned it back out. We got maybe a little bit of residual water right here, but very minor. So you can see we're starting our counter right here at 0, basically, right at the vertical. And it was 3.5 feet into the pipe that those roots were all at. There's a little lip right there. ABS going from one piece of pipe to another, coupling joint right there. And this is about 3.5 feet in, and it's 7 feet from this clean out to the foundation of the wall of the property itself, the building. So we're basically halfway there. We're directly under the bushes. So we push to the 7-foot mark. So all that stuff you see right there on the top, we cleaned all that, so it kind of created a little centrifugal force and threw all that stuff and splattered up in there. There was already debris in the line, but it's all cleared out. There's nothing else going on. Now we're again underneath the unit. Right there's the T-junction that picks up that downstairs bathroom. We just finished running the lavatory sink, the toilets refilling, and then the shower stall. So right there you can see a little bit of debris. That's actually just coming in from the laundry and the sinks and whatnot there. That's a little flaky stuff. That's not actually roots or anything. So back out. Our 7-foot mark we just passed. So essentially this is inside the unit, passing through the foundation. Now we're basically in the outside. We back up a couple more feet right here. Here's we have a drain out there, T-junction, where those roots are getting in. So that's an opening to the top of the pipe right there, and that looks like that's why they're growing in. So this is the edge of a coupling you can see right there, or fitting, and then you can see another little line. And so basically that's what this is a coupling T-junction that's gone bad. It looks like it does go vertical, so it looks like it was a clean out access, another one at some point in time, whether they ever knew that was there or was added later, the ones that were in, we just don't know. But anyway, that's where all those roots are at that 3.5 foot mark. They're getting in there. Now you can see we ripped them all out with that chain knocker. There's one little tiny thin long one hanging on the right hand side of the pipe, and a couple little super tiny ones vertically down. But the line is all opened up now 100%, but it does need to be repaired. So this just needs to be a straight piece of pipe. Abandon this T-junction that's letting these roots access in from the line, whether it's a broken cap, a broken piece of the pipe, a bad glue joint. We can't say for sure, but they're getting in. So the pipe is about 2 feet deep right here, directly under the bushes. Again, 3.5 feet from the clean out that we just came. It leads back into the unit. And here we're coming back on the vertical. Pull this back out. So again, here's the bushes right here. Here's the other clean out that goes away. We passed that one. As you go back in, there's no direct huge root from the tree. They're off to the left and to the right, but that's exactly where the roots are. And you can see forward there the edge of the building, the foundation wall. So the line needs to be cleaned up. There's definitely no other cleaned out at ground level. So again, if there is one, it's either buried a little bit over. So we'll go ahead and look to see if it's accessible. And dig a little bit of the dirt away. So we'll go ahead and pause the video for 1 second. Okay, so we were able to dig up a little bit of the dirt underneath here, and we did uncover another clean out. That was a T-junction we'd seen. Here's the other lid, and here you can see the pipe that we dug up and exposed. And so as we go down here, you can see the roots are intruding right here at this coupling, essentially, glue coupling on the T-junction on the vertical rise where it brings the pipe, comes up to the ground level here underneath the bushes. So they're all growing in from here. So again, the pipe is cracked or it wasn't glued well. So we'll go ahead and clean the rest of these out right now. So we're going to go ahead and pause and chain knock, clean this part of the system. Okay, so we went ahead and did the chain knocker cleaning system here. Now you can see the line is all clear there. All those roots are coming down the vertical, and then they were dropping into the horizontal. So now everything's cleaned up. Push right there to the left, down the vertical, and now dropping into the large pipe right there. So you can't even see anything because all the water from the other units, including this one, is cascading by. So everything is completely ripped out. Wipe off our lens. Water droplets. Again, here's the bushes right outside the unit. Here's this other clean out that was buried. And this is where they were all getting in from. So you can see they're all tore out now. Right here on one of these couplings, they're getting in from. They're not coming from the top lid here. There's some fine ones around, but they were farther down, right at about the glue joint, the top of the T where the pipe goes in. But the chain knocker fans out and really rips everything out from edge to edge. So the line is completely open now, unlike the last time it was cleaned up. And so it eventually does need to be repaired. There's not a huge urgency right now, obviously, because everything has been completely removed, but they're going to grow back in without getting that pipe and the T-junction removed. And this clean out can just be abandoned, a straight piece of pipe put in to repair this and abandon the bad spot the roots are intruding from. So that concludes the recording for this property.